Hey, what's going on, guys? Hot Fuzzy here with my co-host.
Mr. Sloppy Noise, and today we went out and did some PTU testing. Um, it's looking very promising for 4.1 future, and honestly, the future Star Citizen. We started out testing the new areas. All right, it's the orbital. What is it? Orbital platform, laser platforms, and the planet alignment facilities. It was chaos. It was beautiful, wonderful chaos. There was players everywhere. There's all sorts of missions, verified and unverified, and it was just crazy. Little lag right now. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get it fixed out like they do like that how they fixed it in PU. It's just there's so much going on. And one mission which was kind of weird, 20 SCU of Copian horns. That's a lot of Copian horns, okay? But Mr. Fuzzy over here is going to take us into the ships because he got to test out a few of them.
I did. I sure did. So I bought the Cutlass Black and the Corsair while we were on the PTU today.
Okay.
And all I have to say is for the Cutlass Black, mwah,
Yeah.
it is going in a beautiful direction. For a ship that can haul, 60 SU or 50 SU of cargo off grid-ish, it's got
Yeah.
mobility now even more than it did or does in live. Like I would say the thrusters felt like it was probably a 20 to 25% bump up.
Okay.
Like in like your acceleration, your handling was better, everything about it was just shot up another scale. So it's going to be somewhat viable in a dogfight I feel like now.
Any downsides?
From what I see, it's going to be a little clunky on the turns and stuff compared to a light fighter, of course, but it's
Yeah.
if it just felt good. Like everything about it felt good. It felt like the F8 of a couple patches or a couple patches ago. Well, like 323 F8 felt like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. What about the Corsair? You were telling me something weird about the Corsair's gun changes and like the actual placements of the guns and all this weird stuff.
So they changed the placement of the guns and how it's loaded out for the pilot. So in the current live, right, you get
Mhm.
the two size fives for the pilot and the two for the co-pilot. So
Mhm.
basically, it's made the Corsair kind of dead in the
Mhm.
water. I haven't seen any of them. I've only seen constellations out there. So now it's going to be five size fours, one size five. Four of the size fours are on the nose, and then you have one five on the right wing, one four on the left wing. So if a wing's taken out, you don't lose all your, some of your
Yeah.
firepower or all that firepower.
Any downsides?
It's a huge bump from what it is on live. So I don't see any downsides in it. I think it's a positive change. It brings it up into competition with the Constellation now.
Do you think it's going to beat the Connie?
I mean, if you're talking straight raw DPS, if you got for like pilot v pilot only, I still think the Connie will win by a slight margin, but I
Okay.
mean, you're talking minuscule amounts at this point. It's not going to be that big of a difference. Now, if you have a fully crewed Corsair, I think the Corsair is going to dominate it.
Oh yeah, we tested out the F8s.
Yes, we did.
Those poor F8s. All right, guys. F8s feel really clunky. They feel slow. You've lost so much mobility. You can't really do the 180 flip and decoupled and then shoot the guy that kind of, any light fighter, any fighter realistically that wants to get around you, you're kind of just, dude, it hurts.
It hurts so bad.
Um, ooh,
It's so clunky.
it does. Yeah. Good news. They increased the magazine capacity or capacitor capacity from
Yes.
for laser cannons, all laser cannons, from 15 to 25, including the Ares Ion. So you get 25 shots with the Ares Ion. Those Polarises are not going to stand a chance. There's no more, oh, I've just dumped my entire mag into it. In like light strikes, M's, they might be viable as actual like PvE metas. Maybe even PvP with the light strikes. Now that
We
I think
might see
about
a
it.
meta shift with the light fighters with that.
I mean,
Just it's gonna
but
be
even
yeah.
the
Yeah.
omnis count as it now.
Yes, sir. I think we might be seeing a PvP shift with 4.1 for the weapon meta. I think the attritions and the M's are still going to be the attritions and M's. They dominate the PvE market, right? Like there's nothing that even comes close. But PvP has been pretty much CFs for this patch. We'll see.
Guys, jump issues are back. They're pretty rough. Best thing you can do: shut off all your power. Um, turn it back on again. Turn off life support. Turn off radar. Full power to engines. Full power to coolers, and then try again. Uh, always try and make sure you're jumping to a main location. Instead of going to Daymar, go to Crusader. Instead of going to Seraphim, go to Crusader. You know what I mean? Uh,
I didn't have any
but
jump
yeah,
problems with the Connie or the Corsair. So
maybe
maybe
it's just the size one
the size
drives.
one drives, maybe. We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll have to play with that tomorrow when they drop another PTU tomorrow.
Hey, what'd you think of the gear set thing?
I'm okay. Me personally, my feeling on that is I don't like it just because it's fun to loot other gear that you get from a player. Right? You get a cool piece of
Okay.
gear, you find it, you're like, "Oh, yeah." Well, now that's my trophy of getting the kill. Like we do a lot of CZs, so it's
Yeah.
fun to get the little gear out of them.
I mean, yeah, we always take the helmet as like a little trophy, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's done now.
But it worked. I mean, I came back with the gear on, the weapon, and it kept the magazines that were on your person. Everything in my backpack was gone, but
Okay.
the magazines on your person stayed. So I had my grenades and my magazines that were still on me.
Okay. It's it's looking good. Okay. We're gonna test it out some more, obviously, but for now, it's just not doable.
Yeah, with the lag and stuff, it
Yeah.
just needs to be polished up a little bit. Hopefully it cleans up over the next few patches they hit up, and we will be here to give you more on it every time we do.
Oh yeah. One last thing. Great. They redid the armor sets for the Nine Tails NPCs. Beautiful. You're gonna love them. Uh, anything else?
Nope, that's going to wrap it up for
Yeah.
us. If you guys have any questions, throw them below. We'll be glad to answer them. And we will see you guys in the next video.
Yeah. Take care, guys.